Any additional questions? I want to thank all of you for coming. I know that you guys are important in the community, and what you heard today, you are going to go and tell others about. Make sure everybody gets out and votes in the primary, because our freedom is at stake. I want to thank our sheriff for all he does and what he represents in this county. God bless you. I want to thank the Republican Committee for putting this together and giving Americans a chance to hear from all of you. And hopefully, you will take the next 1 minute, very limited time, project all your voices very loud, please, and give us your heartfelt why you deserve our vote. Thank you.
Who starts? Me? Looks like you. The lantern guy.
All right, Ron Corn, Bonner County Commissioner, District 3. First of all, I don't deserve your vote. I would like to earn it. I want to make that very clear. I want to make sure that all of you understand who we the people are. Okay, it's in the preamble of the Constitution. Who's the government? You guys. Who's the representative? One of us up here, all right? We need to get back to the way our Constitution was written. We've strayed too far, and I will vow to do the best that I can to make sure that we can get Bonner County back on track. There's something else I was going to say, but I forgot. How much time I got left?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, okay. So I would just like to remind everybody, 24 years of community service that I've already done for Bonner County. And again, I'd like to just roll that over into representing all of you even further in government. My door is always open. You can contact me on roncorn.com. And I hope that I can earn your vote on May 17th. Thank you.
Hi, Rich Harder, District 3. I'd like to say that since I've moved here 10 years ago, I have done everything I can to volunteer in my community. I've done everything I can to support my local community, whether it's teaching kids or teaching adults, volunteering as a fireman. I want to expand my volunteerism out to county commissioner. It's a paid position, but at least it's like 60 hours a week, so maybe I can get something out of that. I know that my history in business will give me the ability to look at these contracts, look at the situations that are brought before the county commissioners, and I have the experience and the depth of knowledge to be able to understand these things. If not, I will have experts around me. Please go ahead and visit my website, harderforbonnercounty.org, and I hope to get your vote on May 17th. Thank you.
Dave Bowman for District 3. I see it's finally starting to warm up in here now that we're done. Really, that's pretty awesome. Thank you all for coming out today. You could have been out in the sleet, but seriously, it's part of your taking out in the middle of your day Saturday. I want to remind everybody that I come to this candidacy from a grassroots support. I had people from all over Bonner County asking me to run. I resisted at first, but finally I figured, you know what, this is my chance to serve. And I want to do it, and I want to serve the people of Bonner County. Thank you.
I'm Jeff Conley, as I've said probably many a times, for District 2 Commissioner. I just want people to look at this, like I said in Sandpoint, this is a job interview. You folks are there, you're the employer. All of us are employees that are vying for the jobs. So research the candidates, see what their qualifications are, and make a decision based on qualifications, not who you like, not who's got the catchphrase, not who's touting all kinds of things that they're gonna make happen. Look at what's happened, look at what we've done over the last 5 years. I know that there's a lot of people that wanna be critical, but we have literally streamlined government in Bonner County. We have gone to fee-based that pays for GIS, that pays for planning, that pays for, those were all in the red when we took over. We made sure that the fees came up to pay for those services that were affecting the taxpayers. Okay, I'm done. Please just consider me on May 17th. Thank you.
Brandy Flaherty, District 2.
I just have a few points that I want to give to the audience and to the people. That we need to have accountability and transparency through the offices and the offices that are held underneath the county commissioners. We need to improve customer service to the people for who we serve. There should never be an office that isn't open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. to serve the public, of which is currently happening now. If you go to GIS or you go to planning and zoning, they're only serving you on the hours that they have left to give you. And that should never happen. We are here for the people. We are here to answer your questions, listen to your concerns. I also want to make it known that, and people don't know this, that your rights, you have the rights as property owners to do a one-time family exemption split with property without platting for thousands of dollars by following the laws underneath that family exemption. So you have the right to split your property out to your kids, personal, immediate family members, and you need to know that you have that right. Also, the GIS department mapping system is illegal. If you go to Bonner County ID.gov, we have our own website under the GIS office that has our own disclaimer. You cannot use these as personal property lines or legal property lines. They are illegal. It's a overview of the land, and the land is not flat. You have to take the curvature of the land into effect. There's many reasons for not. If you look on our system, probably your property line's running right through the middle of your house. Well, we know that that's not true. Please do not use the GIS system for anything other than to the basic outline of your property. I appreciate your vote on May 17th. Thank you.
Asia Williams for District 2 Commissioner. I've been an active participant in our community and at our commission office. I have a background in business, leadership, communication, as well as nursing. I want to bring those skills in the position of commissioner to fully represent Bonner County, to ensure that we're going the direction we need. As we move forward into this next cycle, we need someone that understands how to represent and understands how to move with action. We have a lot of thoughts and ideas presented by sitting commissioners, but where is the action? As an individual community member, I can list action that I have completed and been successful with, from educating public on ARPA, from speaking about issues that are concerning to individuals in our public system. And so I would ask that you vote Asia Williams if you're looking for an active, constitutional, liberty-minded, conservative Christian to represent you in Bonner County's Commissioner's Seat 2.
So as you know, if your assessment is not, you don't feel is fair, you can appeal to the Board of Equalization, which is the county commissioners. If you're not happy with that, you can take it to the state. Over the last 3 years, Kootenai County had 4 appeals that went to the state. Boundary County had 1. We had 28. 28 appeals went to the state. In fact, 46 of the statewide 44 counties came from this county. That's almost half came from this county. We need to fix that. So I don't work for government. That's what separates me. I come from private practice. I would bring my private experience running an organization that lives and dies on customer service to that office and get this back in order. So on May 17th, I appreciate your vote for Grant Dormer for Bonner County Assessor.
Thank you. Donna Gow for Bonner County Assessor. The biggest advantage you have with me is there's no on-the-job training. That I have served with the assessor's office for over 30 years. I have worked with 5 different appraisers, so I know what works and what does not work. A few things that were brought up I do have to comment on. One was GIS. The GIS, it does have a disclaimer. The property lines are correct. The overlay is not in many areas. It's a continuing process. Like Randy said, we're putting straight lines on a curvature. And I do have to mention our commercial properties. Our commercial properties are not too low. Our last ratio study that the state ran, we were at 90%. If you go in and start raising commercial prices because you think they're too low, the state steps in and they're going to make the changes. There again, experience counts. I appreciate your vote. Donna Gow, Bonner County Assessor.
Jessie Webster, Bonner County Assessor candidate. What I bring to the table is, corporate knowledge, essentially. I know the players, I know the departments. I work closely with the Assessor's Department through these Board of Equalization hearings. 4 years ago, we had over 500 of them. We had to file for an extension just at the county level. The year after that, we had 300 of them. I've heard hundreds of taxpayers bring their assessments to the commissioners and complain year after year after year. There's issues, there's problems, something needs to change. I have been listening to these problems for years and thinking about how I would solve them. So on May 17th, I would appreciate your vote for Jessie Webster, Bonner County Assessor, for positive and impactful change in the assessor's office.
Yes, I am running unopposed. However, I do not take that for granted and I do not take it lightly. I am going to work to serve all of you. I do look forward to serving you all as the next treasurer, and I still want to earn your support and your vote on May 17th. Clarissa Coster for Bonner County Treasurer.
Robert Beers, Bonner County Corner, running unopposed. Why am I here? Well, it's really the only time I get to come out and see everybody on a good day, right? And I told this story last week, and it's a true story. So I went out to a call, and I had a gentleman tell me that he wasn't the deceased individual. He was a neighbor, and asked, he told me basically, he's like, I've never voted for the coroner. And I said, oh, well, why is that? And he says, well, I just never knew the person, so I always wrote my brother's name in. And I said, oh, well, does he have any kind of experience, like medical, law enforcement, investigation, done it before? No, absolutely not. And I said, okay, well, why would you write your brother's name in? And he's like, because I knew him. And so that's why I came out here, because I wanted to show my face. I wanted to, get to meet you guys on a good day. And so thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. And I know everybody else does as well. So please, please, please drive safe and hug your kids and family, okay? All right, thank
you. Brian Riley for District 3 Commissioner. Once again, I want to say thank you to everybody coming out today, and thank you for the great questions. I know there's obviously, that there's going to be differences of opinion between all of us. Heck, my wife and I, we have differences of opinion on things all the time, so we find a way to work it out and meet in the middle. The reason I'm running is this. You heard me last week, and if you were there, but this is home. I want this to be home for me until I meet Mr. Beers on a really bad day. I probably won't even know him.
I'll see you.
And, right? But I want my kids to be here too. And the direction we're heading with our county right now, I don't know if that's going to be possible for my kids to be here. Which is pretty sad, because they're the 6th generation that will have been here in Bonner County, through my wife's side of the family and part of mine, for not all 6, but a few generations. So I want this to be home. I want to make sure that we aren't putting the county in debt. I want to make sure that all of the departments that are very important underneath the commissioner have good leadership. There's 17 departments plus the commissioner's department that the commissioner is in charge of. You have to get a lot of support coming up through, or else, having been in business, I know you fail. I think I can bring that to us. I also think that being there's 3 commissioners, if you can't have good discussions and work yourselves through a lot of different principles, if it's always a 2 to 1, the one person's going to fail. So I think I can bring some aspects of collaboration to the department, and I would really appreciate your vote May 17th.
Luke Ahmet, candidate number 5 for District 3. Been here a while, you've been here a while. Elections are about choices. I teach our kids government. I've taught some of those same kids as a soldier. I'm watching those kids move away. We need to plan, prepare, and invest in our future. And the way we do that is through the choices that we make today for all of these elected officials. Hopefully, I'm the one who's asking for your vote and you'll give it to me on May 17th. But it's also more than that. It's also how we work, live, and play together. I bring a history of working, living, and playing hard in this county. I look forward to being able to do it with my kids, and hopefully my parents will be around to continue babysitting them so my wife and I can continue to occasionally hang out too. Life is good here in Bonner County. We need to protect and preserve it, and your vote matters. I'm asking for your vote. Thank you. Enjoy your afternoon.